Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday morning, May 9th. Lisa, Dillon, Scott. I want to remind you before we jump into the weather and your news headlines, you can find us every morning on our InForum YouTube channel. We make this into a podcast after we're done, so you can find that at inforum.com/podcast. Just look for the InForum Minute. And of course, we go live on Facebook, but you can watch this anytime throughout the day on your Facebook feed. So let's jump into the weather because today is still kind of active, and you're outside today kind of talking about this monkey out there. Yeah,
there's a 100% relative humidity, which means, of course, the air is full of moisture as much as it can hold, but not necessarily, even though at 100% humidity, it doesn't mean that it's like necessarily humid, I guess, as you would say. Of course, right at 100% relative humidity, moisture, but the muggy feeling, that doesn't come until the dew point really rises. We only have dew points in the 40s. This summer, we get dew points in the 60s and 70s. That's when we're talking about really muggy. That's when you feel it. Yes, this morning you'll notice there's dew everywhere, but you won't feel the humidity on your skin like you will this summer. Yeah. So talk about dew point, what dew point matters and stuff like that.
And it is foggy though too. I mean, so there's lots of it affects whether it's a dew on your car or you're feeling it or not feeling it. You're going to see it.
Yeah. Exactly. That's when so your temperature and your dew point temperature are the same, and that's what we have this morning. That's why we have the fog, the dew, and all that fun stuff. So other than that, rest of the day, partly cloudy skies. A few showers already rolling in. We continue to see those off and on showers, maybe a rumble of thunder here and there throughout the rest of the day. High temperatures in the 70s. The southeast breeze is about 5 to 15. Tomorrow, high temperature of 80.
Wow.
Whoa. Hot. A few more scattered showers and thunderstorms. And then we're looking at Thursday, Friday, the next widespread chances of showers and thunderstorms. Okay. Unfortunately, the farmers still trying to get to the fields. Not great. But on the bright side, one good thing about all this rain is everything's turning green.
Yeah,
notice how the grass is really greened up. The trees, most of them don't have leaves yet, but starting to bud. So hopefully we get some leaves by end of the week, early next week. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice to see.
Would be nice to see. But other than that, an active pattern in this week continues throughout Friday. So
next week quieter.
Yes, much quieter next week.
And that's good. Next week is marathon weekend with all of the events, but leading into this week is Saturday fishing opener.
Yep.
But tomorrow, hot before maybe potentially some thunder. Could cook up. I feel like it's going to be the day where you feel like it's going to cook up something. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, there could be thunder tomorrow, today, Thursday, Friday. There could be a couple stronger storms too. Maybe some larger hail, severe risk hail, but nothing crazy severe. There could be quarter-sized hail, certainly, as going to Thursday. So
well, stay tuned.
Yes.
You guys will keep us updated. So,
all
right, thank you, Dillon.
Download that Storm Tracker weather app in case there is a severe storm that pops up somewhere. You can get on alert and know about it.
All right, to your news headlines this morning, we're learning more about a fire that took place at the Pactiv Corporation in Moorhead's Industrial Park. Firefighters worked actually throughout the night. The fire started last night. But we checked this morning, even there were still 2 fire patrol trucks on the scene as of less than an hour ago this morning. So like I said, the fire started around 7:30 last night, smoke and flames shooting out of the roof of the building. When firefighters got there, they put it out, then it reignited. We're still working to learn the cause of that fire and how much damage was done.
New this morning, we have a first look at a suspect who's accused of stabbing a man in the face and then attempting to break car windows in Beltrami County. That is 28-year-old Joshua Bolio. He is now in jail. Police say he attacked a man with a knife around 6:30 on Sunday morning in the 5000 block of Theater Lane. After the stabbing, he reportedly chased down witnesses and tried to break through their car windows. He is now charged with second-degree assault and first-degree property damage.
Today, the Henning School District is once again asking its voters for $27 million in school improvements. The proposal was actually turned down by a slim margin in last November's election. The Lakes Area School District is splitting it into 2 votes this time. Question 1 would approve nearly $23 million for things like new roof, HVAC system, renovating classrooms, a big list of a lot of improvements that are needed. The second is for just over $4 million, and that's for a new gym. To kind of break it down for you, if you're a homeowner with a house worth $200,000, property taxes would go up by about $42 per month, and that is if both referendums pass. So people can vote today at City Hall. Polls are already open. They opened at 7, and they go until 8 tonight. And of course, we're going to be tracking that for you. So we'll have some updates for you tonight on our news at 10. And of course, complete results tomorrow morning on First News.
And we are also exactly 1 week away from the vote on a $79 million referendum in Grand Forks. People living there can vote in person at the Alara Center between 7 and 7 on Election Day. Or right now you can drop off absentee ballots at the county office building from 8 to 5. That goes until Monday. You can also mail in absentee ballots, and they will be counted as long as they're postmarked before Election Day, which is May 16th. A final public meeting about that referendum will also take place this Thursday, May 11th. That will be at the Central High School Theater, and it starts at 6 o'clock in the evening.
The Fargo Force on their way to another Clark Cup championship. Kind of a wild game. I didn't watch the game. I was kind of watching the Twitter highlights. But a lot of people, my husband was over, a bunch of friends actually bought that, I think, Flow Hockey or whatever. So they were watching
the platform is.
Yes. So they were watching it like it was 4-3. The Force were down the first period, right?
I think so.
But then they scored 5 goals in the third period to win.
Crazy.
5-1. Yeah,
that's a
that's
lot
wild.
of goals.
8-4, they won, of course, sealing their spot in the championship round. This is the 6th time they have been in the Clark Cup Championship, but they've only won it once. That was back in 2018. We're waiting to see who the Force will play. They'll play the winner of the Youngstown and Chicago series. Right now, Youngstown leads 2-1.
This week is National Pet Week, and if you're looking for a way to celebrate locally, the Fargo Air Museum actually has a pretty good deal for you. Starting today, when you bring your pet to the Air Museum and buy an adult admission, then you're going to get another one for a discount. All pets are encouraged, or all pet parents, I should say, are encouraged to bring their well-behaved four-legged friends for a tour. The museum enjoys doing events with pets. We actually had some video this morning of another past event they did with the Homeward Animal Shelter. So they're pet-friendly there. They like to see you bring them in. The museum even has a pet wall to celebrate pets when they visit. Now, this deal is going to last through Saturday, so if you have time, get out there and take advantage of it.
I like that. Today, President Joe Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy are set to meet to discuss the debt ceiling. It's going to be the first time the two have sat down together for negotiations since February 1st. And the clock is ticking. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the U.S. could hit the current ceiling in really just a matter of weeks. They're looking at that June 1st deadline. White House economists and independent analysts have warned a default could result in major economic losses, including the stock market plunging and the loss of millions of jobs. So we'll continue tracking that and let you know what happens in that meeting.
Big story. All right, Hot Mic today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo. You can watch it. Fargo North's Peter Hugo on why he chose to play football at NDSU. And then Darius Shepard's road from the XFL back to the NFL. He's going to be talking about that. Sounds like a couple good stories there. So that's from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and InForum.com.
And talking about InForum.com, a great time to get your InForum.com subscription. Your first 3 months, just 99 cents a month. It's an all-access pass to InForum.com.
And remember, we got you covered the rest of the day as well with your local news, weather, all sorts of good stuff. Next newscast is at 11. And we have you covered this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. And we'll be back for First News tomorrow, 5 to 7 in the morning.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.